Hello guys again. It's been a long time since I seen you. I think it was yesterday I saw you. But anyway, what I'm doing, Steve-O's doing today is screening the 8-frame Beefy bottoms. And here's one here, actually two. I've got two done. Just do these in sequence. I'm using 1/4 inch. I'm using a T50 with 1/4 inch for the staples. And I was thinking about putting the plastic disc on these, but the holes are only 7/8 on them, and I want just a single entry hole. So what I did is went down to Lowe's and got me a 1.5 bit. That'll be God's plenty. We can have a super hot, strong hive here, and that 1.5 is going to be plenty ample for the bees. And when you get one of these bits, make sure it's got that screw on it. That's that starter screw. Some are flat across. Don't get those bits, but do get a 1/2 inch drill. This is a 1/2 inch hammer drill, Milwaukee. I've had it for, oh God, I've had this thing for 20 years, 25 years. The cord went out one time when I took it down there and they put a new cord in it. But it is now stuck in hammer drill mode, and I can't get it out of hammer drill. I've fooled with it, I don't even care. I just run it through, it worked out fine. What a little technique here on this is the top of the box over here. Top of the box, so you have more material. There's the hole where I want it, and I didn't lay nothing out and measure it. I just eyeball center. I mean, it's, you know, that's easy to do. But go up here and trap it between your legs like this. Trap the box between your legs. There's a lot of torque on this. And when you fire this thing up, just keep going. It'll pull right into the wood because it's got that screw on it. Keep going right on in until you come out the other side and just let off the trigger. Let the drill stop and then pull out the bit. Make sure you're straight, otherwise it'll get cocked on you. Sometimes these 1/2 inch drills got a lot of torque. You'll about break your freaking wrist if you're not careful. Yeah, little tip there for Steve-O. No wrist breaking, please. Thank you. Yeah, so for a plug for an entrance, I don't use 3/4 plywood anymore for tops, but I've got a ton of these. I've saved them, and they're not preserved yet. I'm going to preserve them, but they had a hole. My hole saw punched a pilot hole through that. So I've got, what I did was laid out a piece of wax paper because I want to utilize these. I laid out this wax paper, and I shoved a wad of paper towel in. I poked it down there with a screwdriver and put a jobber dauber of Bondtite 3 in there. I'm going to throw these, once that glue sets up, I'm going to throw these in my Tall Earth tank just for a minute. You just drop it in, put some rubber gloves on, drop it in, pull it out, and let them set. Now, here's what we're going to do on these. Come over here with this baby right here. There's your entrance. See how I got that there? Right on the edge. Put it about a 1/4 inch past. I'm going to drill a pilot hole over here. You'll notice I've got a lot of material right there. So you come to here, move it over a 1/4. Already have your pilot hole in right there. You can lock it into the vise. Lock this plug into your vise so it doesn't get away from you. Run a 1/8 inch pilot about a 1/4 inch in or so right there, and then you can just come over, you can put a clamp on it, whatever, or just hold it and shoot a 2-inch deck screw right there. Now you can pivot this on that, it'll pivot on the deck screw like so, and you can valve it down if you want to, cut it back, you know, to where you got just half a hole or once this box is blowed out and they're working your crop heavy, give them the full entry and open that baby up just like that. So that'll be slick too. I'm actually going to put 2 pilot holes. I'm going to have one for the pivot, and when it comes over here, I'll have another one over here off the edge, not by this because it's too close. I'll have it one here also that I can take out. But when I'm in transit, I'll pivot over. I'll already have my pilot hole, and I'll shoot a screw in there. I'll have my cordless in the field, and I'll shoot it, peg it. That way that plug is not going nowhere. So let me get set up here and do another screen bottom, and I'll show you how I trim that out. Yeah, all I do here is grab my wire, take the wire any which way you want to take it. You throw it over there, and you can have a little hanging out. Little hanging out here is fine. Just come down and get it level there. This rolls, by the way, these rolls I buy on Amazon, they're 3 feet wide, 10 feet long. I'm going to do this side first. Over here, the weight of the wire is over here like this. I space these about maybe 1.25 inches or so apart. Just eyeball it. No rocket science here. Wear gloves. This stuff is deadly. This 1/8 inch wire coming out here, it'll hook and grab on everything. If you try to handle this wire and do this project without gloves, you're going to see red stuff running all over the place. Yeah, they call it blood. Yeah, you'll have blood, sweat, and tears, okay? Now I got this side, this side, this side. Now the last thing I do is come here. These 1/4 inch seem fine. I tried 1/2 inch. No, just this wood, a lot of it's oak and stuff, and it just bends the staple all up. I've been using 1/4 for years. And it works fine. Now all you're going to do is just take your bullnose tin snips and just hold the edge right up on the edge of the box there, and just walk the dog right on down. Use the box as your guide. This is so much better than trying to cut this material and try to, measure out the material, magic mark it, cut it. Oh no, forget all that. Because you want the weight of this wire to keep it taut. I got a little raggedy piece over here. Just get it right on the edge. Start it. And just keep the jaws. Let the box be your guide. Run it down. Take a hammer when you're done. If you got anything sticking out, just roll the edge over like this. Go down and do all your staples. Tap your staples down tight. That's a done box right there. She's wired, 1/8" wire. Now, all we got to do now, I've got some extra pallet wood. I sourced these this morning. After I went to the gym, I swung by my pallet place. I hit that place about every other day, and when I do that, I go and pick. There's probably over 100 pallets down there. I think they get piled up so high they call somebody in to get them, and they reprocess them, whatever. But you see what I've got here. I went and sourced all the wide ones, all these wide ones. This is great. You're gonna get there's 1, 2, 3 hives right there in that one, and plus the bottom is wide too. So yeah, you get two. You're getting two of these per side. There's 1, 2, 2 sides. It's 1 hive, 1 side rather. 1, 2, 3 sides on that thing. So I can quickly process those down. Now, I said don't get the 4-runner ones. That's the only one I got was 4 runners. Now this will be a little bit tough. I'll knock this one off first on the bench to where I can get in there, and then I'm going to have to knock this one off. It's already busted anyway. Then I can get my pry bar in and start working these back and forth. They're a little bit more trouble, but the wood was so nice I said no, I'm going to have to go for it. The rest of these are all 3-runnered, as you can see. See, you got 3 runners there. Try to avoid the 4 runners. Get the 3-runner pallets. There's some nice wood on that bottom one, and you can see where they brought it all the way to this edge. I'm gonna have to take that one off with a hammer. This bottom one, this one here. But we'll be ripping these right down like we normally do. Rip here, flip the pallet, rip that again. Okay, all that goes away. Now all you got to do, if it's a 3-runner pallet, is just take your pallet wrecker and bust off those in the center line. Okay, all I got left to do now, guys, is I've got pallet wood here, extra pallet wood left over right down there. Here's my cleats. I'll set up my, as soon as I wire all these bottoms, I'm setting my chop saw up here, and I'm going to be cutting these. These should be 13 inches. Yes, 13 will be a nice number on that. I'll set my chop saw up, set my stop at 13, and we'll bust out 2 of these for each hive. Before I install these, this box has been dipped already in tall earth. These have not, okay? I'll pre-cut everything, 2 for each box. So I've got 5 boxes I knocked out yesterday. Like I say, I do all these in little batches. If I have a ton of pallet wood pre-done, a lot of times I'll stockpile. I'll do nothing but process pallets, and I'll get that, sometimes that hole over there slap full of side wood, and it'll be pre-cut to 21 5/16, just like this one is. Then I can really rock and roll. If I have all these parts, like these ends, glued up and cut to size, I can knock out half a day, at least 10 of these boxes complete. And that's enough. I don't even put 8 hours into these boxes, any of this building per day. Time I do all my other little goofy projects that I do, I only put in like a half a day on this stuff. But you would not believe how fast you can start stockpiling boxes. This whole process, you know, if you do it in batches, and it's unbelievable how fast it'll go. But this box is so easy to build, it's ridiculous. It really is. It's such an easy box to build. It's an easy box to assemble. It's going to be an easy box to work in the field. Yeah. And I'm kind of liking this entry idea with this plug. Boom, boom. It'll just roll out. I have a bunch of these. So I don't need to, I have a hole saw, push come to shove, I could get 3/4 plywood and burn some more of those. Or I could just cut pallet wood too, like this. Whatever this width is, I can cut chop saw piece this way and put one pin and just use this as a, you know, a gate. But I had those plugs, so we're going to utilize them. All right. All right, guys, that's it. What I want you to do is burn out about, I don't know, burn out about 500 base units for me. Okay, 500 of the base units. And then I want at least probably I want 1,000, yes, 1,000 supers, because we may have to double stack these. So burn me out 500 of these, and burn me out 1,000 boxes, just like that. It'll be just like this with no screen on it. You'll have the same handle, everything. So burn me out 1,000 of those. That way I've got 2 supers for every box. Because yeah, we're gonna rock and roll. I'm gonna show you guys how to make some honey. And while we're making honey, let's try to make some money. Let's try to get old Miss Daisy happy. All right. I don't think I'm going to put her in a new truck. That 2019 is, I don't know. I think the ashtrays are dirty, and we don't even smoke, so we may have to change that truck out. See you on the next one, guys. Be happy, be strong. We got to keep getting her on. See ya.